What's good? We back. Early morning grind. I know what it is. What's a good fella. About to go ahead and depart back home. Leaving New York. It's a hell of a time, man. Brooklyn is definitely that spot for boxing on the East Coast for sure. Shit was all love the whole weekend. Brooklyn brought out so many women. I was hearing Fred from Barbershop Conversation talk about that real quick. And they brought a lot of women in Brooklyn, man. Go to the fight at Barclays and make sure you don't bring your girl, man, because they showed up and showed out. Some of y'all seen my live stream and some of the women showed up. Shout out to Jay Russell, had a little short appearance on reaction to Charlo knocking out Hugo reaction. Caught up with him May 19th. You can support that brother. How you support almost everybody. But what's next for Tank? A lot of good fights. Mr. Harris, a lot of good fights. Gervonta Davis handled his business versus Clay. I don't think anybody is speaking against Tank, but he came and shaped. He came and showed out. What's next for him? Obviously, I think he wants to. Detroit. I think Tank wants to unify with the winner of Tevin Farmer and Billy Dibb. Lou DiBella controls that. What's going on? He controls that. If Billy Dibb get into the ring, Billy Dibb was ordered to fight Tank right around the McGregor and Mayweather card with Tank fought Forsaker. He pulled out. So I think Tevin should have been champion anyway. I'm not a Tevin fan. I'm not saying I'm not a Tevin fan. I just think people overrate him a little bit, but I think he should have been champion. I thought he beat Kenichi Ogawa. He got suspended for 6 months for failed drug tests and all. Now I think they made it official. Billy Dibb and Tevin Farmer for the vacant IBF Super Featherweight. I think Gervonta Davis has a golden opportunity to become undisputed. At 23, 24 years old, he can do it. Miguel Burchett, he's probably the next best fighter in that division. He not really fighting top opposition right now. He been in some wars with Francisco Vargas and probably some other people as well. I appreciate it. Sandy Well. That's my homie right there. So then you got Adrien Broner, which is not a factor because they downgraded him to regular WBA champion and gave Super to the winner Clay and Tank, which we already ran about that. Dennis Tevin and Billy Dibb and then Lomachenko's the WBO, but obviously he moved up, so he probably won't come back down and defend that. So, Tank has a golden opportunity. If y'all want to see him fight Loma, he said he can do it. And, obviously he looks better with Kevin Cunningham than Adrien Broner did. Obviously he did. Tank looked sharp last night. I was there. He looked real sharp. He looked focused, hand speed, power, punch placement. That first body shot that he knocked down Clay with was epic. And the thing that he missed, but he did everything fundamentally right, was he went back to the basement. But Clay wasn't gonna move his hands back upstairs, so he could have headhunted. But eventually, he got him out of there. Tank being undisputed could be the next move before him. It's easy. I ain't gonna say it's easy, but he got one of the most easiest routes to do it. And then people gonna pay to see him fight Tevin on the East Coast. He can headline with Tevin. That's a fight that Lou DiBella was talking about being built up for quite some time. But the Barclays Center was electric last night. It's a beautiful arena, not a bad spot in the house, I can tell you that. Brooklyn knows how to, how to throw a fight party, I can tell you that. But for Tank, if you continue to make 130 comfortably, why not go for undisputed? Miguel Burchett, he can get it. Then we can go to Charlo. The reason that's, Triple G not trying to fight Charlo, obviously, I keep it funky with Charlo. I keep it funky with Charlo because Charlo don't bring no money. His risk don't match his reward for Triple G. And I understand that at this point. Triple G wants to, hold out for the Gennady Golovkin fight and get that money from Golovkin. That's totally understandable. Get that money from Canelo. That's totally understandable. Charlo don't bring that money. Triple G didn't throw one punch for that WBC title he got. It was handed to him Canelo dropped it before WC could strip him. And it's his belt. The WBA belt, he fought a bum for it in Germany. The IBF belt, obviously fought David Lemieux. And we know Lemieux is not really a world championship type of fighter. He's a world title holder. He wasn't a world champion in my opinion. World champion is a guy that you might say, okay, he's in consideration to being the best in the division. And we soon found out nobody considered David Lemieux to be the best in the division. He was just a guy that had a title. And that's the difference between the title holder. But it ain't gonna happen. You can hold your breath from Triple G and Charlo. It's not. Billy Joe Saunders said he didn't want to fight Jacobs or Andrade next. Obviously, Andrade said he wasn't ready for Billy Joe Saunders on IFL TV a couple months ago. That dude is a nut job, but he didn't call out Charlo. Charlo said he put him down on the Jacobs fight in Brooklyn next week, so maybe he might jump in the ring and call out Jacobs, which would be an excellent fight. But I think one of them fighting Billy Joe Saunders for grabbing that strap would be the ideal situation. But we'll see if the IBF strip Triple G. Yeah, everybody knows that. Triple G will retire before the fight Charlo. It has no money in it. I hate to be bring the bear, but I knew it would have no money. And neither does Rodney. So we can make an argument, but Charlo is just too tough for Triple G at this point. If you ever noticed Triple G up to the Kell Brook fight before that, either he fought a guy that had power with no boxing ability. He had the bomb, but he didn't have a missile. Or he fought a guy like Willie Monroe that had the speed and athletic ability, but no power, no experience. So you look at it that way. He never fought a guy with the boxing ability, speed, and power and experience. Only thing Charlo really don't have is the experience yet. And I think, Triple G could be doing him a favor because eventually if Triple G has to fight him, I believe that, Charlo's just going to keep gaining experience. It's a travesty what HBO's doing in boxing. Triple H, 1200, what's going on? I just rescored the fight. I had Broner win 7-5. I think the Clown actually won the fight. Yeah, that's what I had. I had him win by 2 points. I thought the Clown won the fight last night. I picked Jesse Vargas. Excuse me. I thought he won the fight, period. But the conversation for another day, we get to Broner in a minute. But, for Triple G, don't match the risk. But what HBO doing, basically, they signed all these middleweights. They gave Jacobs a 6-fight deal. I think Andre Rozier had a 6-fight deal. He'll be down to 4 fights after Saturday. He just passed Lucky, which I'll get into later on today when I wake up. That'll be a good fight. A lot of people underrating that fight. They signed Andrade to a 3-fight deal. He got 2 more fights left. Obviously, Canelo Triple G is affiliated with them. Basically Jermall Charlo is the outside dude, being on the outside looking in. So, for him and Jacobs to fight, it would make all the sense in the world. But I think Billy Joe Saunders will be getting the super pass unless, Andrade is able to get the vacant title versus Shevchenko. And then, somebody can get Billy Joe Saunders. But we see what the IBF going to do. If they're going to do the right thing and strip Triple G. Yeah, he'll vacate first. Obviously, man. Charlo's a guy that can box. And he has size and speed and power. He just don't really have the experience yet at middleweight, but I think it's coming. Jacobs and Charlo will be a good fight, too. I think Jacobs' confidence grow. After the Triple G fight. Obviously, a lot of people overrate Jacobs. And a lot of people might not like it, but at the end of the day, his best one was Peter Quillen when Peter Quillen was semi-retired. Because remember, Peter Quillen actually he gave his belt up to Matt Korobov, then he came back. And that was the chance Demetrius Andrade had to fight Mike Korobov for a vacant belt. He said the money wasn't good enough, so stayed at 154 and got stripped anyway. Then he beat, then Quillen had a draw with Andy Lee. That was a good fight. I think that deserved a draw. And then, he was just not boxing on a regular basis, and Jacobs caught him at the right time. I thought Quillen was going to beat Jacobs because the thing was about Jacobs was he didn't have a jaw. But he proved to check Peter Quillen's jaw first, and that was a good fight. And then Sergio Mora, before that, he tore his leg up. Sergio Mora dropped him. Then he dropped Sergio Mora, he tore his leg up. And he came back and redeemed himself. So Jacobs is still improving on that level, but I think the Triple G fight, when people thought, quote unquote, like Danny Jacobs called him extraterrestrial, we found out he was human. I think he got a lot of kudos, just as he won that fight, in my opinion. People looked at it like he won it. I thought he won. I was out of that fight as well. Jacobs couldn't handle Triple G's jab. Charlo's jab was one of the versions. Yeah, I think that was a problem. Jab. What's up, bro? It's not. I can take a draw. Broner one draw. Good card. If they run it back, let's do it in Cincinnati. Yeah, I definitely go to Cincinnati. They do it again, but I don't think Jesse Vargas won in Cincinnati. His thing is he don't want to drag it out west. You don't see Hispanic fighters go out east Mexican fighters go out east too much. If Broner listened more to Kevin Cunningham's fight last round, okay. See, I can hear what Kevin Cunningham can say. All I can see was this on the screen. But Broner's still not, that's still not what I was looking for the changes. But he fought better. I thought he should have did better versus Jesse Vargas. We sitting there watching it, and it was a lot of space for opportunity and improvement in that fight for him. I think, like I said yesterday, at 144, I think Jesse Vargas fought to his full potential last night. I don't see anything special about Jermall. Honestly, I think he loses true. I think he'll beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. Period. Billy Joe. Jacobs. I don't know. It's just my opinion on those three. I mean, a lot of people don't see nothing special, but he hasn't got an opportunity to prove it. I mean, he just ain't got an opportunity to prove it yet. I mean, he did what he supposed to do versus Trout. That was his first real step up fight. Then he performed weight drain. Both Trout and Julian J. Rock, he was weight drained. Knocked out Julian J. Rock. I don't think people understand how good of a prospect J. Rock was. He did everything right. He took the hard way to the title shot. He did everything right. You could be mad at him or want to. He deserved the shot. He got beat. And still nobody's knocked out J. Rock like Jermall Charlo has. But I mean, we know what he can do. He got speed, power, size, and like I said, you didn't hear Billy Joe Saunders put his name behind the gloves of Michelle Phelps. So he didn't mention Charlo's name. He don't want that smoke with Charlo. That boy tough out. Listen to what Cunningham was telling him when he watched the fight. It was spot when Broner was like a stubborn pit bull to a coach. If you want to listen to Kevin Cunningham, I don't know what to say. But I will say one thing about Broner last night. It was classy high. He thanked Mike Stafford. That was classy. But Rasheed Warren left Mike Stafford as well. He didn't look no better. I watched him last night. Still can't punch. That's his problem. Ain't got nothing to do with Coach Mike Stafford. He just can't punch. Mr. Money, I scored the fight. Win for Broner or draw. Broner was in tremendous shape. Yeah, you're right. Vargas, the catchweight was killing him in my opinion. For Vargas. That's about AB after his junior. I ain't talked about AB yet. I'll get to it. Anything about Canelo, Triple G has a chin. I mean, you could say Triple G has a chin in fundamentals, but I think people have figured out Triple G. Period. People have figured him out. The jab is good as far as, he just tell people know what they want to do with him. I think Kell Brook and Jacob laid some good groundwork on him. And I know how guys want to attack him. They're going to put Triple G on the back foot. When you do that and get the 10 off on his ass, he ain't got no D for real. But that's just me. But AB, last night, I thought he won. I still didn't see the improvement I need to see. If that was Figueroa last night, if Figueroa was in shape, that would have been a tough fight for Broner last night versus Figueroa. Figueroa was a more talented fighter than Jesse Vargas. He's a bigger puncher than Jesse Vargas as well. And, he seemed to be, a granite chin too. That's my opinion on that. Triple G beat Jacobs and Canelo clearly. No, I don't think he beat Jacobs, but I thought it was close. I won't. But like I said, with Jacobs, Jacobs had been stopped before. Jacobs is you know, resume-wise, he ain't that high. He ain't nobody you should be pumping up on your resume. That ain't, you know, that ain't the greatest win on your resume. He was never a world champion. He was another guy that was a world title holder, you know. He was a world title holder. He was a regular WBA championship. That's not a real belt. And the thing about Jacobs is he's so wiggle, you know. He was boxing and he was, you know, dancing and fighting, finesse. You know, Charlo can do that too, but Charlo, for one thing, gonna come down the pipe. You know, he gonna come down the pipe. It ain't gonna be no wiggle in Charlo. He gonna be aggressive the whole night, but I mean, it's all speculation till they get into the ring, right? You know, all you can know is Triple G can get in there and land a 1-2 and drop Charlo and stop him. Then what? We all looking stupid. Or Charlo can get in there and land a few shots from Triple G and it could be over. Triple G is in the money sweepstakes right now. And at 36 years old, you're supposed to be in the money sweepstakes. Period. He need to get all the checks he can right now because his career is coming to a twilight. And in the style and the manner that he fights, we're taking a lot of punishment. You know, he takes a lot of punishment, so you know, his shelf life is coming to an end. You know, but back to AB. Like I said, I was expecting more versus Vargas. I really was. He just still don't got it. You know, he still don't. If you want, Charlo is his win over Trout, in my opinion, was better than Jacobs' win over Peter Quillen and Sergio Moore. And then J-Rock, that was a better win than Peter Quillen and Sergio Moore. So, I mean, you can say what you want to say. Those two wins was better than any win Danny Jacobs had. Point blank, period. You know, you might be laughing, but at the end of the day, look at Danny Jacobs' resume. But like I said, Danny Jacobs, you know, we see what he like versus Lucky this weekend. Sullick is I call him Slucky. He's a good fighter. I'm not bullshitting. Peter Quillen was damn near retired. Do you forget that? Quillen was retired. He dropped his belt, draw with Andy Lee. That wasn't no big win. You know, Quillen, you know, he was done. Yeah. And then when you say Caleb Truex or Sergio Moore was a better win, no. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Because they wasn't. Who's better? I mean, we're not talking about Trout or Jacobs. You said wins. Who had the better wins? And obviously, Trout was a real world champion. He was a super WBA champion. Or am I mistaken? He was a world champion. He beat Miguel Cotto. That's a better win than Danny Jacobs ever had in his career. Probably 5 times better. So, you know, like I said, I can play this. I can play a scenario game with you if you want. It don't really matter. At the end of the day, Miguel was out of his prime at that point. Then Miguel get Floyd Mayweather one of his toughest fights. There you go again. I caught you up in the spider web again. Trout fought Cotto before Floyd Mayweather did, and obviously Cotto wasn't out of shape, out of his prime in my opinion at that point. Austin Trout was just a better fighter. He spoke his language. Period. Don't try to call that. Yeah, style make fights, but Miguel wasn't old though. He wasn't old. He wasn't what he was versus Saddam Ali. That was old. That's just my opinion. But Broner, I think he looked better, but he left a lot to be desired. I mean, I'm just sitting there looking like, damn. You know, I'm watching it with this girl and this other guy. We all in the same area, and we like, man, that motherfucker can punch him. And it's just like he unsure to when to get off. But it's his leg, his feet positioning. Kevin Cunningham still ain't fixed that. His base is too wide, man. You know, he need to bring it in a little bit, his legs, and be a better mover. I think his legs is restricting him becoming the puncher that he can be. And I think, you know, he was always gun shy. You know, before Madonna, we remember, you know, the Antonio DeMarco fight with Mike Stafford was begging this man to throw combinations. Broner is a guy that don't want to throw unless he's 100% sure he's going to land. And I think that's an issue. He don't throw no throwaway punches. He don't know how to set nothing up. He got all the speed and all the attributes he needs. But he can't move his feet. His base is like mad wide, dog. And he can get away with that at lower weight classes, but at the these weight classes, he can't. It ain't working. You know, he can't transition offense to defense like Paulie said. It's an issue with him, man. I think it's more mental and fundamental than anything. But at 140, I mean, if he go, let's say he gonna fight Jesse Vargas next, and at 140, you know, who could he beat? I mean, he better stay away from Progress. If he get Ramirez in the ring before Progress, he could beat Ramirez. At the end of the day, we don't know, man. You know, he's a wild card. But for sure, Al Heyman and Showtime need Broner because he their second ticket player. You know, the publicity that he generates, no other fighter but Deontay Wilder generates. Wilder's the new, you know, TV record holder with a new TV ticket puller for Premier Boxing Champion. In Showtime. That's Charlo. That's Wilder. I mean, they need to have AB teach a Premier Boxing Champions marketing seminar, one-on-one. Because, I mean, this dude stays relevant. I mean, you gotta be ignorant. No. I mean, AB could do it in a whole different way, but Vargas looked content yesterday as well. Like, he was just happy he made it. I think the weight kind of bothered him, but obviously he looked better with Dewey Cooper. You know, he looks better from Dewey Cooper. Either Kenny is lying because he said Broner gets advances from Heyman. Could be. But didn't Kenny say they paid like $250,000 to the WBC? And then, you know, last night I looked around. It wasn't like 20 minutes, but like Danny and them saying that we number one. We should get Danny Garcia. They still talking. We should get Keith Thurman. They still talking about Keith Thurman, you know. And you know, we don't need no blood. We got more money to Keith Thurman. They some clowns, man. If I'm Earl Spence, I'd have rolled up right on them, bro. No ifs, ands, buts, I'd have rolled right up on Danny and I'd have called him a pussy to his face. He should have been a Charlo style. He should have. Because that's a fucking joke. Come on and fight the man. You know, stop running. You know, he threw that fire away. You can stand by for Delta ticket. I do stand by, but I bought my ticket this time. I usually do for the stand by. I bought a ticket this time. If I go to Texas, I do stand by. I just do my ticket. Because, I mean, certain places it's harder to fly into and out to. Vegas, New York, LAX, damn near impossible to fly to on standby. I would never get out, but I would have got out today in New York. I would have got there and got out, for sure. A late night flight was a few seats, and like to be a few seats this morning. I just like to get out in the morning, man. I get home, I put some things in order. I could have stayed a little bit longer, but I pretty much did what I had to do yesterday as far as shopping, seeing what I needed to see. I definitely don't come back out for the Barclays summer card. I know they're going to do a summer card because Brooklyn is crazy. He fighting Campo. I think I'm fighting Figueroa. I heard that Zab Judah might be fighting Keith Thurman. I'm not sure. I just seen Zab say it was a rumor that Zab might be fighting. I don't know how strict that is, how factual. Yep. Zab just fought in Canada like 3 months ago, so he been fighting, but yeah, man, Keith is just it's tough. It's tough. Keith is holding the division up. I mean, Terence Crawford with all the great pound for pound fighters, you know, fight an ESPN Plus app. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. It really is. Amir Khan's, you know, I wish a lot of people had Amir Khan's competitive and confidence. It might be borderline arrogant or major arrogance sometimes, but I mean, he want to compete. You know, you can never say that about Amir Khan. Like, he always wants to compete, always. You know, he think he the best. Even coming off a knockout, he want to compete. And you know, I wish that every fighter had a competitive nature, but obviously they don't. You know, Keith Thurman is allowed to get away with this shit and not say nothing. You know, no X-rays. I mean, I don't know why they protecting him so bad. They trying to build up this Earl fight. I mean, by the time they build it up, all these niggas gonna be fucking junior middleweights. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. People saying it wasn't a tune-up. You know, but Vargas can't punch though. We seen that last night. He can't punch. You know, he can't punch. But at the end of the day, I mean, Keith Thurman just killing the game. I mean, he's sucking the joy out of the welterweight division. People say, oh, the welterweight division is the top division in boxing. I disagree. I mean, you can't be a top division unless y'all fight each other. And they not fighting each other. They not fighting. Who they fighting? Nobody. I mean, they can't even get Danny and Sean in the same arena. You know? They was in the same arena last night. You know, you think they can hash out a deal? No. I mean, he's getting frustrated. Mad frustrated. We can't even get Danny and Sean, man. None of these guys can fight each other. And Figueroa is going to be the one that move up and try to fight Errol Spence. He told Errol Spence, you can get your rematch because he beat him in the amateur. I'll take it. Was that North Texas versus South Texas or something like that? It's going to be a big fight. That might sell out. I mean, you can say Errol Spence made it lame, but at the end of the day, I mean, Keith Thurman made it lame. Because obviously everybody waiting on Keith Thurman because nobody want to go for the IBF. And, you know, it's a list that came out. Let me tell you this. I might do a video on it later. It was a list that came out for the WBC talking about fighters that did in a row. They do it every year. Fighters that did in a row in the WBC by the program. And I didn't look at the list this year, but I'm pretty sure a lot of guys is on that list. Okay? People saying, see if Professor Boxer was on the list, whatever. And I'm going to tell you, I know Errol Spence was on the list because he's on the last list. The thing about it is, you know, if you're not going for the WBC title and he won the IBF last year, why would you pay, you know, via the WBC sanctioning drug test fees? Why would you pay that? And then, I mean, when you fight for the IBF, then you can enroll for their body. But obviously, the WBC don't care because they let Luis Nery, Canelo, anybody that get popped in the WBC, nobody has no strict penalty. You know, Alexander Povetkin was able to pay $500, what was it, you know, a quarter billion? No, it was $500K to get back into the rankings. So what does it matter? If I can flex my money and pay money and get away with it, what's the point of doing VADA testing? You know, but like I said, anybody, you know, that's planning on being another alphabet champion, why would you go for VADA until you unify with the WBC? Period. It's just common sense. You know? It's common sense. Now, if it comes down to Keith Thurman and Errol Spence or a situation like that, and then Errol Spence said, I don't want to take the VADA drug testing, and it's a unification bout and they don't sanction it because of that, then that's a red flag. You know, but when you ranked in the WBO, you higher rank in these other belts, I mean, why would you? Especially with the WBC don't order a mandatory. You know, Sean Porter thought he was the number one mandatory to Keith Thurman. Then Danny Garcia must have sent a fat check and he jumped him. So I mean, why would you want to be even, you know, give the WBC body any more money and WBC can rank where they want to rank as a mandatory just for money grab? So just looking at it that way, you know. You know, I wouldn't. I'm gonna pay for shit. Unless I got me a title shot. Keith Thurman must be paying some big checks to the WBC to keep that belt. No, I don't think so. J-Rock is a mandatory for IBF. That's Hurd. It's Hurd. He mandatory for Hurd. Hurd and J-Rock might do it at the end of the year. I think Hurd deserves a Maryland homecoming fight. That's a horrible fight for J-Rock. Hurd is going to just walk through his ass. He don't punch hard enough. That's a terrible matchup for him, but you know, like I said, we had Gary Russell on for a quick minute yesterday. I guess it's official. He was saying that, you know, the deal wasn't done, but it's May 19th, MGM Harbor Bay. It's gonna be on the same night as Stevenson and Badou Jack, split venue. You know, split. It's the main event for 2 different venues. I think I may try to go down to the Gary Russell fight. It may not be a limiter no more. They agreed to the fight, Andrade Shevchenko. It might be a world title fight now if the IBF strips Triple G, because Andrade is the next highest ranked individual, because Shevchenko is number 1. There's no number 2. Number 3 is Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs and Shevchenko share the same coach, so that ain't gonna happen. And I think number 4 is Demetrius Andrade. So it may be if the IBF do the right thing, because they didn't sanction the Vanes Monterosian fight for Triple G. That fight might be a world championship fight, but ESPN Top Rank is interested in picking up the fight. I guess HBO is as well. Where do you have it? It'll be eliminator. I thought it was gonna be for a strap. It would have been picked up, but it might not pick up. Oh, Gary Russell was saying that catch him May 19th. It's basically catch him May 19th versus Jojo Diaz, man. That's what he had to say. May 19th. He back. So, fuck with Gary Russell. Even before he did that, that's one of my guys. But, he had a fight. Give the video some money. Appreciate it. Yeah. No, that's Berto Alexander is gonna be June 16th, and I believe that's Earl Spence card. But I heard that might be at a split venue too. I heard that's June 16th. That's what Devin said. June 16th, and I heard it's gonna be Berto. That Dallas fight gonna be crazy for Earl Spence. This gonna be a real first time fight, and this is gonna be at the American Airlines Arena. I'm waiting on them to announce it. But if Earl Spence fight Omar Figueroa, I'm there for that too. That's people don't understand the magnitude of that fight. Figueroa versus Spence, that's gonna sell out. You know, he been talking shit. Earl Spence called him a punch of bag. Yep. That's gonna be a big fight in Texas. But everybody came out yesterday, But Broner didn't do me no favors, having no confidence in him moving forward versus Vargas. I think that was Figueroa in there last night. I think Figueroa beats his ass. But Broner is just so programmed to being a one-punch fighter. You see Jesse Vargas, even though he don't look fluid throwing combinations, he's still throwing now. It's gonna be hard to see how Broner gonna get another belt, 40 or 47. 40. Well, Mikey vacated his 140-pound belt, so that's an opportunity right there. Oh yeah, Omar gonna get fucked up. If Omar don't get knocked out versus Earl Spence, he gonna get hurt real bad. I don't know. Omar fought at 154 so far. He fought at 54, so he was better at 47 anyway. His punch of power was good there.
You did 10?
Exactly. Mikey don't want to fight Earl Spence, man. He better go fuck with Lomachenko and Linares. I was talking to somebody at the fight about Lomachenko and Linares. A lot of people think Linares got a shot. I think he do, but his size is going to be a detractor. But you got to remember, Linares moved up too. So he ain't a natural 135 neither. He's stiff and Lomachenko is elusive. That's going to be an interesting matchup. That's why I don't like these fights versus Spence, but it's not his fault. Nope, he ain't nothing he can do. Yeah, hell, he didn't want no parts of Regis Progress. And Regis Progress would have been a good opponent to get him ready for Earl. Even though Regis is an explosive animal. I don't know how long Regis can make 47. That's why Bob Arum trying to drag that shit out with Jose Ramirez. Seems like that's the thing to do. Not call out Earl and continue to avoid these boxers. Yep. Yep. The only real guy that caught him out was Omar Figueroa. Omar Figueroa would fight him. He's crazy. He'll fight him. You know, Mikey didn't want to fight Omar Figueroa. Remember, he turned down Omar Figueroa. He didn't want to fight Figueroa. Figueroa accepted that fight in the heartbeat. Mikey said, "Oh no, we ain't gonna." As much shit fans talk about Omar Figueroa, a lot of fighters don't want to fight him. You know, they don't want to fight him. He tougher than y'all know. When them hands right for Figueroa, he gonna give him up. He gonna give any 140 a run for their money, and 47 pounds. He gonna give him a little bit of run for their money. Shit, they should do Keith Thurman Figueroa. Keith Thurman wasn't there though. No, he knows it's not the same. Omar just want a payday. You know that he know what that check gonna look like in Texas. He know it ain't the same. Earl had a late start. What's going on, Saul? He know it ain't the same. But Omar don't give a fuck. He crazy. He had to let his body heal. His hands is all fucked up, man. But yeah, I mean, so Stevenson and Jack, they should be announced as official. Adrien Alvarez stepped away from the step-aside table and went to fight Kovalev. I see Marcus Brown at the fight yesterday. I believe he was at the fight. I think that was him. Like I said, man, Brooklyn Barclays Center, man, that's definitely the place to go see a fight, man. We talk about the women, bro. Man. Ellie Sackback reporting. That shit was crazy, man. Like, last night, Brooklyn is definitely where it's at. I'd rather see Keith fight Omar. If he wouldn't fight Jesse Vargas, he damn sure wouldn't fight Omar. He damn sure wouldn't fight Omar Figueroa. He ain't dumb. He ain't dumb. He ain't dumb. Shit, fucking fight Broner for a tune-up, Thurman. You know, fight Thurman for a tune-up. Them niggas be mad he fought Broner. Hell no, he couldn't finish Vargas, even at the catch weight. If Adrien Broner got the Thurman fight, man, them niggas probably try to hang his little ass. I mean, that's what I heard. I'm not gonna say it's factual. Shit, Zab might fuck around and knock his ass out. I hope he would. But you try to fight Zab, I mean, who could keep Thurman fight? Obviously, he ain't gonna try to fight a nigga like Yugas. You can tell you that right now. Yugas is off the table. I mean, he fought Luis Collazo already. Shit, ain't too many people could fight. Sammy Vasquez ain't really made a name for himself since getting knocked down by Collazo. Felix Diaz in that weak-ass WBC tournament. There ain't too many guys he can fight. I think that's the problem. I think he's waiting for Victor Ortiz to heal up. I truly believe that. I think he's ready for Victor Ortiz to heal up. I think Thurman wants to fight Victor Ortiz. Yeah, I heard about it. He wasn't on no Pez last night. I heard people saying he was on Pez versus Saddam Ali fight. But ain't nobody had acne like Quadras. Quadras had so much acne on his back, and he declined the PET test. What's that kid who Abel had who didn't want to fight Spence? Oh, you talking about Konstantin Pourmar? Konstantin Pourmar beefing with Top Rank right now. He went back to Russia because they tried to force him to fight Ocampo on a title eliminator, and he told them ahead of time that Abel Sanchez had another plan to fight, and they tried to move the fight wherever Abel Sanchez had to fight at. They declined. So the week of the fight, he pulled out, went back to Russia. Wanted to get knocked out by Kovalev. No, Marcus Brown and Kovalev, that fight ain't going down. Adrien Alvarez and Kovalev is gonna fight now because Marcus Brown had 2 domestic violence incidents, and Kovalev team, used that as an excuse to get out the fight. Apparently, Marcus Brown might take legal action, so I don't know. He might take legal action, but yeah, the domestic violence thing is the reason Kovalev and his team is backing out the fight. But I'm like, shit, after all the racist shit Kovalev said and all the tricks he pulled, but that just tells you that he didn't want to fight Marcus Brown. I thought Brown looked pretty good in his last couple fights from what I heard. I know he knocked out that one guy, but the Hot Rod fight, he got better after that. Don't trust Brown after that hot rod fight. Yeah, that hot rod fight, he lost that shit. I don't give a fuck with nobody, so. But ever since then, he been on fire since that fight, though. He ain't been fighting the creme de la creme, but he was on fire since that fight. I think Tank could be good versus Momo, but I don't think right now it's good. I mean, our opinions could change depending on what Linares do versus Momo, you know. But for Tank, how would he beat Lomachenko? It would have to be a jab and doing what Slido did. A lot of body work. But like I said, you know, Lomachenko was almost a decade older than Tank. I mean, he could take his time. Yeah, Tank should go for undisputed. He got a golden carpet laid out in front of him. He got a promotional company that'll back him and pay, and who just got him a world title, the Super WBA champion, where they smacked the real champion down to regular. I mean, his Mayweather Promotions got pulled. You know, so he need to appreciate what they doing for him. But Willie, oh yeah, Clayar was a good fighter, you know, but Clayar, you could tell Clayar already knew that Ashford was coming. That jab he was throwing out, doubling, tripling up. When he started putting some hooks behind it and Tank felt he couldn't punch, he knew his ass in trouble. Swift weight bully Lara out of that title. Lara, low-key, one of the best 54-pounders of all time. That was 35-year-old. I mean, you can say what you want to say. Swift was a big motherfucker, though. That shit straight look like a light heavyweight in there with a junior middleweight. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Hurd can take Jermall Charlo punch. That'll be a real interesting fight. But the thing about Jermall is he can do something that Erislandy Lara couldn't. That means he can press the attack and he can box in the back flip. He can mix it up. He can come downhill and find Hurd, or he can walk Hurd into something. That's the beauty of his boxing. You know, he got a plan. He can fight in every style. You know, he couldn't always do that. He was the guy that boxed and moved with Ronnie, and now with Derek, he coming downhill. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, how he deals with that shit. You know, but that's gonna be a big fight. Yeah, I don't say nothing. If he make the weight, he make the weight. I mean, but the motherfucker did look big as fuck versus Lara. So he did what he had to do. When my plane about to board, I come on later. I'm gonna do some more videos when I wake up. Y'all know what it is.